What's up, boys? It's your boy Ian, and I'm back with another one. So as you guys can see, I'm in a trade. Well, I'll just clean up all this noise and go through you guys why I'm taking this trade. This is currently live, so you can see it's a trade in real time. It's I'm trying to catch London session today. The trade might play out, or the trade might go against me. We are not trying to be predictive over price but reactive over what price action is presenting to us. So let's head to the 4 hour time frame. I'm actually a bit late today, guys, because London session has already started. But all right, so what I saw, I'm using an indicator to mark down the equalize for me. As you can see over here, let me just get this out. As you can see over here, we had some equal highs. We had a sweep of liquidity and impulsive down move. So this is exactly where price found support previously, and I saw price slowing down to this support zone that is now acting as a resistance. So me as a scalper, I'm trying to catch the rejection from the zone with the session opening, with the session volume. So let's see, down to the 1 hourly time frame. Right, let's just move price so that we can see more in detail. We see more in detail now. So we can see that the zone is a valid zone because we saw some reaction over here and it reversed back down. Over here we touched the zone and we're already rejecting. You can tell by the bullish candle. So as I can see, right, let's head down. Why I think we can actually react from the zone to see some bearish reaction. We have some liquidity resting in some fair value gaps that needs to get filled. And as we all know, fair value gaps is an imbalance in price that also acts as liquidity. So right, let's scale down to the 30-minute time frame so that we can see clear what price action is presenting to us. So right, we have a run of liquidity over here. Right, what are we seeing today? Okay, so what I saw that made me confident of the trade, I saw a sweep of yesterday's high, right? And we saw an impulsive move to the downside after the liquidity was swept, after touching the zone, which means that there is sellers. Now we as scalpers are trying to catch that move. So right, if I go to the 15-minute time frame, oh come on. All right, we're down on the 15-minute time frame. So what I boxed out is a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. So many of the ICT traders would have, when they saw this bullish fair value gap, um, ignored by price. With this, let me just like get a pattern. Pattern. So what they saw is price ignoring the the bullish fair value gap. So when many ICT traders would have entered over here already, once they saw the bearish candle forming and closed, they would have took the trade from here to the downside. Well, as I said, I actually came late today because London session already started. So all this we see here, I I wasn't on the chart yet, which is actually a good thing. All right, let me just clean this up. Um, so I saw we swept some liquidity from the bearish 15-minute um fair value gap. So I decided to take the trade. Look, if you look at it like this, many of the ICT traders is in this trade at the moment. Where is my short position? Right. Many of the traders already took the trade from here, right? Stop loss at the high, and we're targeting. Let's just target this level of demand, right? Many of the traders are already in a drawdown. So what I simply like to see first, I like to see a sweep of liquidity on the 15-minute time frame, right? Before deciding to take a trade. And so far I took the trade from here. Let me show you guys. After seeing this, my stop loss is up here. After I saw the close of this bearish candle and I saw the push down, I took the trade. So I'm currently in the trade. So we'll see. So far, I'm seeing a good reaction from the market, but we can see the retracement is really weak. Which I am really confident of this trade. So let's see what New York session can give us. I hope New York session doesn't give me the opposite. So I'm trying to go a little hard on this one. So I'm targeting this low down here, which is also will also act as liquidity. Yesterday's a low from yesterday. So let's target this. This is about 81 pips. Quite a big move, but we'll see what we can actually get out of this. Let's just give the stop loss a little bit more breathing room for any liquidity sweeps. Right there. Let's see. We're on the 5-minute time frame now. I can see a run of liquidity over here, so that needs to be taken out. So that would be one of my confluences to take a sell. I am quite in a drawdown now, so I entered the trade a bit early. But okay. So I can see a rejection from my extreme my extreme supply zone. So we might see some bearish reaction from the zone. So as soon as this trend line breaks, I would be confident of the trade taking out some of these lows. I am seeing a nice rejection at the moment. So we'll see what price presents to us. All we can do now is stay calm and let price do its thing. Because once you are in, there's nothing you can do to change that. So let's see. So if this low taken out, it would be my market structure shift. And then we are bearish on the 5 minute time frame if that low gets taken out. But I am seeing a nice rejection. So we might be on the right path, and I'm starting to go in profit now. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so we're seeing the trend line is starting to break, but if if I didn't take my trade already and I saw the trend line starting to break, don't enter the trade immediately. Because what happened over here was the same thing. We saw the trend line starting to break, and then it was just a fake out, a sweep of the trend line liquidity, and price went back up for the for for the drive higher. So as soon as price breaks the trend line with a candle closure, I would be more confident that the trade is going in our direction. So just be patient. Just be patient, guys. So we see the trend line is starting to break, but as soon there's still 2 minutes left before the candle closes, then we can confirm that the trend line has officially broken and my market structure shift is valid. So we still need to be patient. And I see price has created a bearish fair value gap on the 5 minute after the liquidity sweep of an high. So we are starting to see buyers stepping into the market, which is a good thing. Damn, but look at this. I was like, I can't see anything now. Let me just do this again. Damn, I was actually something like 5 pips away from my stop loss. That is really, really close. So for those of you after, if we see a candle closure above this low in a confirmed market structure shift, and we get a pullback into the bearish order block, and we get some kind of candle confirmation over here, you guys can take a second entry, but I'm not taking I'm not taking a second entry because On this trade, my lot sizes is already big, and if I take a second trade, my risk management, money management won't line up with the strategy. So my strategy isn't giving me an opportunity for a second trade. So I would just wait for price to play out. Right. Dun, dun. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful candle closure above my low. So the confirmation is there that we are bearish on the 5-minute time frame. So okay, along the way, as this low gets taken out, you guys can close down partial profits on the way, but for me, I won't actually close down profits, because if this low is taken out, it's basically a 1-to-1 reward ratio. And 1-to-1, I don't want to say the word, but it is basically for pushes. I don't trade that way. I don't. All right, so this would be my TP1, because then eventually the whole run of liquidity, the trend lines liquidity, would be taken out. So this I would take as my take profit 1, and then for my take profit 2, it would be my take profit 2 would be around here, around this. Many would call this a order block, but I don't consider it as an order block. I consider it as a IC, a interruption candle. This is the only magnet I found underneath the Asian low that is also liquidity, so I would be considering that as my take profit too. Let's see, I can see price looks like it's retracing slightly, but it can retrace, but I am not going to consider taking a second trade, so I'm good. So this would currently be the perfect opportunity for a second entry after you see, like, if you after you see a bearish candle forming from the zone. And if you guys see, let's scale down to the 1 minute so that I can show you guys a deeper dive. So okay, let's take the 1 minute. Okay, so I'm currently already seeing a rejection. So if this candle gives you a closure, a bearish closure on the 1 minute, you can consider taking a second trade. But I'm not taking a second trade, because then my strategy won't allow me to take a second trade, because I'm using risk management, and in today's trading, risk management is really, really, really important, because I have blown so many accounts previously by forcing trades over over leveraging using high lot sizes because I want to make instant dozens. That's how you'll end up blowing your account. So money management is really, really important. So right, let's go back to the 5 minute. So as you guys see, your bearish fair value gap has failed. So let's just clean that up. So as you can see that we have a 5 minute. So as we can see, we have a bearish 5 minute order block, supply order block. So as you can see that your 5 minute fair value gap has failed, and we had a bearish candle with some kind of bearish momentum. So that would be your confirmation to enter your trade. And remember, guys, so your entry would look something like this. Once you see your closure and your stop loss at the high, yeah, your entry would look something like this. Let me just place my limit to my point where I entered the trade. Alright, so I am currently in a drawdown, but that's perfectly normal. That's perfectly normal because remember, guys, no strategy works 100%. No strategy works 100%. There is something that actually concerns me. Look, over 11 minutes from now exactly, New York session is going to start, right? So I see some, if you look closely, guys, there is relatively equal highs over here, relatively equal highs, and that concerns me because we can actually get a sweep of those highs, because in the overlapping of sessions there is a lot of manipulation. So we can still see this high sweep, and then we can see displacement to the downside because the confirmation is already there. We are bearish on the 5 minute time frame. The confirmation is there, but from here, from this point, we can still get a spike up to our stop loss and take out those highs, those equal highs, and we can have a further push to the downside. That also concerns me. So what I will do is I would take my stop loss up a bit by, let's make it up to 20 pips, right? Let's just plus like 5 pips. I would take my stop loss up a bit, but my stop loss is actually a bit big. But we're not predicting that price is going to continue to the upside to take out those highs. You have to be reactive over the market. So we can still respect this 5 minute supply. As I'm seeing some rejection from here, we can still respect it. But it looks like price wants to dive a bit higher. So there is a possibility that we can go take out those liquidity up there. Yes, in price is going to the upside. That is perfectly normal. you guys should learn to get yourself disciplined, because the thing is actually, once you're in a trade, there's nothing you can do about it unless you close the trade. And why did you take the trade in the first place? So you just have to stick with what price is doing. Currently we are 50% into our bearish order block, seeing some kind of rejection. But once I can just get like once New York session opens and I can just get a spike to the downside, a large bearish candle, because once New York session opens, there's a lot of volume, especially on the pair called Nasdaq. There is going to be a spike in volume. So we'll see what we're up for today. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. And another thing is actually, if New York session closes and my target hasn't been reached yet down here, and let's say price has reached this point, then I would close the trade, because most of the time when New York session closes, price goes ranging and consolidating and end up going the opposite way. So this is currently the target down here, but if price comes around here and New York session ends and I see price starting to consolidate around this area, then I would consider closing the trade. Okay. But I don't see much bullish momentum to consider that those highs are going to be taken out. Well, if they're not going to be taken out, I'm going to readjust my stop loss to its original place where it was about around here. But for now, we can leave the stop loss over here on this side. So we can leave the stop loss over there. Nice, 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 nice. Right, let's see what price presents to us. There we go, guys. Just as I expected, I just unpaused the camera as soon as possible. Okay, we're seeing some bearish kind of momentum. So those highs was taken out, but this is the moment of truth. Are we going to get stopped out, or is price going to reverse from here and hit back to the downside? This can also be an entry or a setup, as most of the people likes to call it. You see, here's a fair value gap, right? You see the fair value gap. If price from here ignores this fair value gap and comes back into it, it becomes an inversion and tap. This could be another setup entry that you can take the trade from here to the downside. Okay, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Guys, if price don't stop me out and price actually continues to the downside, I would be surprised, because I took a wild guess that price would come take out those highs and then reverse to the downside. Most of you might think I'm a genius for that one, but From my experience of losses, I learned the hard way. So as we can see, we had a bearish closes, so I'm confident the trade would continue to the downside and I won't get stopped out. What is good, fam? So my TP1 has been hit, my TP2 has been hit, but my final TP low wasn't hit. Guess I was a bit greedy on that one, but around somewhere over here, I I cashed out and cleared all my orders. Because as you can see on this side, if I go down to the lower frame, you would see it clearly. But as you can see over here, there's two lows that's liquidity. So what the market did, we took out those two lows with this low. Let me just box it out for you guys, then you guys would see. So those two lows would be liquidity, and the market took out those lows. So if I would have targeted those lows, my TP would have been hit. But I cashed out about around this point. All my orders. So today was a great day. In the beginning of the day, we were close to being stopped out. So, but it was a great day. It was a great day. As as I as I told you guys, when New York volume kicks in, the volatility will kick in, but price action during the session overlaps. But price action would already give you an indication when price is going to reverse or go in a direction. So around here, New York session started, and you see around here, New York session started, and when we tapped into our fair value gap that I boxed out, our inversion fair value gap, and then price exploded to the downside. It was a really nice day. Thank you guys for watching, for those of you who made it through. Well, as you guys can see that I haven't posted videos about trading a lot. I have been posting about my workouts daily, my daily workout routines, and how I work out. But in the beginning, I actually wasn't sure what I wanted to do. If I wanted to do a channel about trading or exercise, because both I love it. But so I decided to do both, and it seems like it is working out. But my channel is small at the moment and I'm looking into growing it. So if you guys can leave a like or support, I would really appreciate it. Mad love. Peace out.